We're back. Empire's Finest, episode 16.
Are we sure about that?
I am sure about that. I didn't write it down this time. I probably should be doing that. I keep my
Because every time you
I keep my
ask me,
little.
I fuck
I
it
know,
up.
and we're just one episode behind. That means we keep fucking up our milestones. I'm Adam Krieger. My right, your left as always. The man, the myth, the legend, and Font One. Font, what's going on today, buddy?
Same shit, different day, you know.
No, we're kind of in like the weird like dog days. Those seasons are changing. It's
I
like
was kind of upset. There's really nothing to bet on tonight.
it's kind of hot. There's baseball.
No, there's no baseball tonight.
Dodger Giants aren't tonight. Game 5.
Thursday.
Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. So we can talk a little bit about that. Yeah, there's nothing to bet on. It's Wednesday. This week, Columbus Day. It was Columbus Day, right? It was one this week. Sorry, Indigenous People Day or whatever you want to call it now. It really threw my entire week up because the way they do school, like you come back Tuesday's a Monday schedule, and then you're really like all fucked up. So
It's all right. I got the worst work schedule ever the past 2 weeks. I've been working from 4 p.m. to midnight every day that I had to work this week.
It's not a bad shift. You get to sleep in.
I mean, I don't.
You don't-
That's
you
the
don't-
problem. I can't.
Yeah,
sleep in.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem. I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning anyway.
All right, this probably wasn't a great start. We're trying to keep our episodes short and compact. So, guess some programming notes. Obviously, episode 16, episode week 4 in the studio. Things are going good. I forgot all my stuff this time. Like I said, I didn't forget what day it is. Anthony got all of his shit. The trophy's gonna stay at home. It was a little.
It
too.
is a big trophy.
It was a big trophy.
To look around, that is a big trophy.
And then like as soon I think I kind of mentioned it while we were recording. I was like, well, this thing is probably like directly in the middle of the camera shot, like, and it was directly in the middle. So until we get like our own studio or figure out like a permanent home, if I can set it up on a shelf or something, I don't have to carry it around, it'll stay in my mantle. But we're back. Jam-packed show. We're in like the best sports time of the year. We're NHL kicked off. Dropped the puck.
Drop the
Puck
Face
last
off.
night. Face off.
First face off.
Kraken versus Vegas Golden Knights. That was I didn't stay up to watch. I didn't watch the game, but the intro on
Golden Knights intros are insane.
I know Trey and the Vendetta boys are going to be there these next 2 weeks, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit too. But so win or lose, they're going to get a fucking show for that center ice thing. It's going to be cool. So that was the hockey talk. If you want more hockey talk, listen to the last 2 weeks of That's Some Cheese with Gavin and Emma. They got your hockey talk covered. But we got hockey, playoff baseball, and then football, of course, and then college football. That was the one thing I forgot to mention to you, actually. We're going to talk a little bit about college football, too, because you might have been proven wrong a little bit. And I forgot this about you, that you're an Alabama fan.
They'll be fine.
I don't know if they're going to be fine. We'll see.
They're fine.
All right.
Trap game.
I don't know about that. What made it a trap game? Johnny Manziel was there? Mm-hmm. That team was literally like, they were
Trap.
All right, we want to do college football first?
We'll do college football.
We're going to do college football first. It was it was a great fucking weekend of college football. I'm not a college football guy. Unlike Anthony, I don't just jump on. You're going to have to explain this to our audience. How on earth did you become an Alabama football fan?
Freshman year of high school, started watching college football. Kind of not like I had to pick a team, but I just really liked Alabama. I like their players. I think I'm trying to think. I think Julio Jones was on the. Yes, Julio Jones was on the team that year, and I was like, this guy's awesome.
You had to pick Alabama though, like the dynasty. It's not like they weren't even. They were really fucking good when you picked them. It wasn't like they were like Clemson or something.
I don't think they won though the year I picked them.
They probably didn't win, but
2011. I don't believe they won. I know they won the next year, but they didn't win. No, Cam Newton was reigning over college football that year. So I picked a team that didn't make the national championship that year.
So you stuck with Bama.
And then I just stick with them. That's the thing about me. Is when I pick a team, I just pick them and stick with them forever.
You're a Yankees, Lakers, Bama.
Yep.
And then Giants fan. Giants are the outlier in that group, but that's an interesting group of 4. I don't have a college football team. I guess if I had to pick, it would have been Penn State because I went to a lot.
I know who my college basketball team is.
Duke.
Those two Blue Devils, baby.
God, you and Cervantes. I think Cervantes is a Duke fan. He's got all the John Shire and all the college basketball blogs. So college basketball, we're gonna leave that for the Jim Range crew, Carl and Cervantes. Go check them out. They're on the YouTube page as well. So you said that we're going to have to wait until December 19th to find out if who was that you or Chick? You and Chick were going back and forth in the NFL, in the college football chat.
Oh, yeah, well, Carl started it when he was like, I think that Georgia.
They are by
Georgia's
far and away.
The king. And I was like, I think Alabama's still king. And of course, the day I say that,
of course,
they lose to an unranked opponent. I mean, it's not like Texas A&M isn't bad. They just had a lot of injuries and lost 2 games in a row, which is why they got knocked out of ranking. It's not like they're still coached by Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, listen, they had national championship aspirations to start the year.
It's not like they lost to Appalachian State.
Pretty sure they were Trey's favorite.
They were it's not like they lost to Appalachian State. It's a road game in the SEC against a team that is actually not that bad. They just kind of fell short in games that they should have won.
The problem is now is that if Bama loses to Georgia, which they most likely will.
I don't know, Bob. You can't say most likely.
Okay.
Alabama doesn't have that good of a defense, but they have a great offense. Georgia doesn't have a great offense. They got a good defense. It's literally going to be whose weak side of the ball can play better.
Listen, I'm no college football expert, but I'm pretty sure Georgia is far and away the best team in college football this year, and that there's no one that they're going to be favored against Bama.
Oh, I love it. I would love Nick Saban as an underdog. Oh, boy.
Listen,
I'm going to be hammering that.
If I had to guess, the way the bookmakers would do it is no matter what it would be, they'd make it like +3, -3, and then make like the money line like +120, just so they're not getting burned on because yes, the idea of like taking Saban as like an underdog in Vegas is just like it doesn't compute. But I don't know. It's for the first year in a while, college football seems a little bit open and it doesn't feel as like fucking cool kids club. But it's Clemson's pretty much out.
Clemson's big out.
A 2-loss team. They're not. The ACC isn't going to help them out at all. Georgia's in, but as I'm saying, if Bama has 2 losses, they're not getting in. Not with the Texas A&M loss.
Teams in front of them do. If Alabama doesn't lose another game this year, they're in. If they lose one more game, then they're gonna have to hope and pray that either Iowa, Cincinnati, or Oklahoma lose another game.
Iowa's such fucking frauds, dude.
I like Iowa from a betting standpoint. It's like every time
they should not. They had no business winning that game. They had no business covering that game. Sean Clifford, once he got hurt, that game was over. That quarterback could not. They had literally, I think, 10 false starts in the next 2 quarters. It was an atrocious. That was James Franklin for a second wanted to hop on a flight and get to fucking sunny Southern California, but for a second he thought about it. Yeah, Iowa had no business. I think they're gonna be the number 3 team in the country probably now, right? Or 2?
No, they're 2 now.
So it goes Georgia, Iowa.
I think as of right now, don't quote me, but I know this is the. I know
we have
they're
computers.
in there, but not the exact. I can tell you, Georgia, Iowa, Oklahoma, Cincinnati. I want to say is the 4, and then Alabama's 5.
Yeah, I mean the fact that Cincinnati is even like.
Cincinnati has to have a perfect season.
Of course, yeah. So Georgia, Oklahoma.
They deserve to be in the top.
Oh, and then
now.
we completely forgot about Texas, Oklahoma. Spencer Rattler, dude.
I hate Spencer Rattler. I hate him.
Why?
I just hate him as a person. I think he's a total douchebag.
I watched him on QB1.
I've seen so much videos of him in high school, and like he's like the worst teammate to ever. If I was ever on his football team, I would have beat the shit out of him. But no question about it.
Yeah.
He's such a dick.
He's just a QB1 product. Like him, Jake Fromm, they've all had these like spectacles.
He's got such an ego.
Yeah,
he got his job taken in one half of football.
Yeah, I wonder where he goes next. Or you think he's just chalked? He's gonna get a chance to start for a football team again.
I think he'll get a chance to start again for Oklahoma, to be honest.
Really?
But if he shits the bed again, they're gonna.
Think he starts this week for Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Really?
I think he starts this week, and I think he's on a really short leash though. Like I think if they go a full half, and they only have like 2 touchdowns, he's out of there. He's out of there. Caleb's in, and that's that. And he's gonna have to transfer, or either transfer. Or he's gonna opt out of the season, and just go to the draft.
All right. Anything else college football? It was a great sports weekend. Obviously, I don't know. There was a Wilder Fury.
Loved it.
Obviously a great fight. Did you watch it?
Well, I'm not spending $70.
Yeah, me either.
I'd rather just watch the Twitter videos after it happens.
Same. So great fight. I don't even think I stayed up late enough.
Fury's the man. Gypsy King.
Just a great.
best
That was
in the world.
that was a great night of sports. Who lost? Wilder lost.
Oh, Wilder got knocked
Yeah.
out,
So
yeah.
He's from Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I know.
So
yeah, I know.
that dude was probably
down.
down like so. He probably lost so much money and then went out and he just got lost in an 11-round fight and then fucking whatever his name was partying on the.
Did I tell you about the last Fury Wilder match I bet on?
No.
I think it was it was their second fight. I had Fury to knock out Wilder in the eighth.
In the 8th round, like
In the 8th round.
what did that pay? Probably like fucking a lot of money.
It was I put like 50 on it. I think it was like 50 would have won me 600 or 700.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
9th, 7th.
No. Wilder's corner threw in the towel at the end of the 7th.
Oh.
If he went out there for one more round, he was 100% going down.
Yep. That's why it was 50 to win. God knows why.
I was fuming. So I didn't bet on that. I didn't bet anything on the fight. I just said I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the highlights and enjoy it.
I wish I was more into MMA and UFC and fighting so I could figure out how to bet those things because there's in any like one-on-one sport and even in baseball you see it with these such big favorites like there's no value in betting
You gotta
them.
punch his chance, man.
Right.
Just bet the underdog, man. One punch and it's
Right, but you have to pick your spots in that. Like I wish I knew enough about any combat sports to pick my spot like that. Like
came out good on the first Poirier and McGregor fight. Or not the first one, their second fight, whatever it technically was. But Poirier was a huge underdog in that.
yeah.
Threw some change on him, and that was one of the easiest.
I wonder when Vegas is gonna like adjust to realizing that Connor's probably not the fight.
They already did.
Did they?
Oh,
They
yeah.
know.
He's like he may still be favorited in some of his fights, but it's not by much.
All right. That was college football, a little bit of UFC, combat, sports. We do a little bit of it all. I guess while we're talking combat, I don't know how much like we'll be. You don't follow college wrestling, right? You don't follow wrestling. Yeah. So
I used to when I wrestled, and then after I stopped wrestling, it was kind of.
So we probably won't be talking too much college wrestling or Olympic wrestling on here, but definitely it's coming. We're getting to like winter sports in the world, so that means NBA, college hoops, and college wrestling for me. So make sure you're checking out the site, vendettasportsmedia.com. See everything we got. I also forgot to mention this is Empire's Finest, part of the Vendetta Sports Media Podcast Network, sponsored by Symbol, Monkey Knife Fight, the whole nine. Make sure
I had a great Monkey Knife Fight bet Monday night.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah, let me hear
They
it.
ran some special promotion.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be great promotion.
It was only from 2 to 4 p.m.
Can you hear it?
Get this.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That's why when I seen it, I was like, I couldn't even like say anything to anybody. I just had to
Just
put it
fucking
in.
take it.
It was over under for both quarterbacks, Carson Wentz and Lamar Jackson. They gave Lamar Jackson, his total was 1.5 passing yards. So it was essentially
Oh, it was a free
you were
bet.
guaranteed at least one leg was winning.
Gotcha.
And then the other one, Carson Wentz's was like 225 total passing yards. Over on both, it was easy. I put 51, 150.
W.
It was like the easy. I was like, this is the easiest bet I ever made in my life.
See, you want to do that? Use our promo code Vendetta, get a 100% bonus up to $100 on your first.
They'll be doing more
on your
Monday
first
night,
deposit.
as a matter of fact. I'll be watching.
Yo, Fawn's a big Monkey Knife Fight guy. I know we don't really talk about it too much
During
on this street.
Baseball regular season, I kill Monkey Knife Fight.
I'm sure they don't love that, but they will love that segment. So there you go, Tristan. One other thing before we get into the rest of the show, quick shout out Tristan, and of course Hunter. But just Tristan's kind of new to the squad, making clips. I think we might just have to give him the social media accounts.
Yes. That could be a thing. If he wants that, 100%.
Tristan. All right, I'm gonna make that a note for later. And then of course Hunter. We would be nothing without you. All right. The Boston Red Sox are going to the ALCS. They beat the 100 and God knows how many wins Tampa Bay Rays.
That was happening.
And this is where I just don't understand baseball. Kevin Cash, the Rays organization,
Kevin Cash never loses.
18 pitches,
He never
2 innings. No one's even close to making solid contact. You haven't had a runner on base.
Yep.
Nope, let's just pull the guy out of the game. Because it goes. Our computer says differently.
Yep.
Like, where are our brains?
They don't learn. They don't remember how they lost last year. They pulled Blake Snell with about 78 pitches.
And it was the biggest story in sports. It was debated for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Me
and
and
you
Trey
would have
went
done
on that. I was on That's Some Cheese with Trey literally the day after that World Series, and we were laughing all episode about how Kevin Cash is an absolute moron. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Colin McHugh is 2020 Blake Snell, but at the same time,
18 pitches, 2 innings.
The guy's freaking cruising. You let him go out there until something happens.
And then just and then the top of the third, top of the third, it was just like one hit, and then like the Red Sox got one hit, and you already knew that was the wrong decision.
What was even worse was who they went to. They go to Shane McClanahan, their Game 5 starter. They burn their Game 5 starter, make him pitch on short rest. They have the best bullpen in the MLB. You had about 100 other guys in the bullpen.
I don't care about burning your game. Like, I don't know about that because Walker. I guess you want to look at it differently. Like, the Dodgers needed Walker Buehler Game 4 last night. Like, they used their Game 5 starter. They also have Julio Urias, so it's a little bit different.
The thing about the Dodgers is they just are absolutely stacked everywhere.
Fine.
The Dodgers are just stacked everywhere. They can use whoever the hell they want.
Fair enough. I don't know. After Chris Sale got rocked, and I thought
the series was over. I was like, oh, that's it.
Rays in 3, everyone was so hyped. I mean, Chris Sale was obviously not who he once was, but like everyone still thought he was going to be good for at least 4 innings of maybe in playoff baseball. Like, whatever you got to do, not even close. Just weird shit happened. The Astros
they didn't even lose that game.
Dude, so my notes from that game. Wander Franco's going to be fucking insane.
Oh, of course. The kid's going to be a fucking
However,
beast. He already is a beast.
Defense still matters a lot in the MLB. G-Man Choi dropped a pick that they needed that would have saved the run, and Wander overthrew, I don't know if it was G-Man at that point or two, a few innings earlier, but 2 crucial errors for the Rays. I mean, every time I just think of like errors in the playoffs, I just think of that Blue Jays Rangers series in Toronto when Batista hit the bat flip, like the one, because that Elvis Andrews had like 4 errors that led up to that play. So there was so much shit that went on. So, and then the Astros shit kicked the White Sox. Tony La Russa, boy, you think he's be back next year?
Yeah, they'll probably.
Yeah, I agree. As much as like he might have been hated, I'm sure
they're probably gonna bring him back.
They fucked up the Mercedes thing, and there's a lot of distaste for La Russa in the MLB circle nowadays. But I mean, they a little bit underperformed, but the Astros are just the Astros. They're fucking good.
They're gonna look at as their division is so heinous that it's like no matter what, you're gonna at least be a 3 seed and be in the ALDS.
You need to make it out of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, like no matter what, you're gonna be in the ALDS. So it's kind of like let's just sign some pieces, run it back.
And then Braves beat the Brewers. It's good for the Mets because now the Mets get to talk to the Brewers exec that they want for baseball, president of baseball ops. I don't really know who that is, but and then Dodgers Giants, a fucking great series. I don't know if you've been watching it.
I've been catching it.
I've been making sure that's been like appointment television the last few weeks, or last week or so, I guess. Game 5 is gonna be great. That Dodgers team is so incredible, and the fact that they might not even make it out of the first round. But I mean, I think whoever wins that's gonna win the World Series probably.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I tell you what, definitely the Braves ain't making it to the World Series.
Nah.
The Braves aren't getting by either one.
I get so fucking mad watching the Braves play because I just know that, first of all, the Mets were in first place for 103 games or 103 days. 103 days in first place.
If the Mets would have held
didn't make the playoffs.
The Mets would have held on. The Braves wouldn't be going to the NLCS right now.
Yeah, no. Like the Brewers starter punched the wall and celebrating, broke his hand. I think it was Corbin Burns, right? So I don't know. Someone fucking. There was just like too many things that went wrong for the Mets this year, but they would have had a chance to at least make the NLCS and lose to whoever came out of the West. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just gave my World Series prediction. Whoever wins this series, and then versus the Red Sox, and God, if it was the Red Sox won the World Series this year, that'd be something.
Oh, I kind of can almost guarantee that they will.
Yeah. They have a tough ALCS. The Astros are fucking wagon.
Nah, no, the
Astros are a fucking wagon. I mean, the Rays were also a fucking wagon, so you never know what's gonna happen. All right. Anything else baseball?
I mean, other than I really hope the Padres take Aaron Boone.
Okay. I'm happy you said that because we kind of talked about this guy a little bit last week, Andy Martino from SNY. There was that tweet that I think it was him that said that if they don't pick up Boone's deal, San Diego would be
and Luis Rojas is going to go follow him?
And then
that was one of the funniest things.
And Martino quotes it, and then he goes, fucking Luis Rojas, and they'd be like a dream team together in fucking San Diego. And I'm just thinking, like, imagine those two. Like, they realize like the New York Heat just get the fuck out of the New York Media Heat and just go be a manager and like an assistant and like a bench coach down in San Diego. Get Machado, Tatis, just inherit a shitload of talent and just see what you can do.
They wouldn't do nothing. I would tell you that.
God, I would. I know I was high on the Padres this year, and Milo didn't let me forget it, but I would love to watch the Padres crash and burn with those two.
Oh, it'd be fun.
I don't even hate Louis, I'm indifferent towards Boone because he's not my team. But like, if I got like the New York manager reject club,
that'd be so funny.
The Jets lost in London. Across the pond. 9:30 game.
Boring as hell. Boring.
It was the perfect 9:30 game where it just looked like the Falcons were going to run away with it in the first half. The Jets are absolutely atrocious in the first quarter.
Those starts, man. Those slow starts.
You would think
they put me to sleep, bro.
They put me
to fucking sleep.
You would think that your offensive script, which anyone who plays football or anyone who's even watched football knows what the offensive script is. It's the first 15.
Opening drive is normally pretty good.
It's the first 15 plays. You practice them all week. You run them over and over, and then you kind of the rest of your offense kind of comes from those 15 plays. The Jets have not been able to do anything in the first quarter of any game. Never mind the first drive, nothing. Just nothing. And when let's say you script 15 plays, if you're going 3 and out, that's 5 drives of fucking scripted plays you're doing nothing with. So they kind of got back into it a little bit at the end. They gave me a little bit of hope as of course, as it gets later, 9:30 kick, so around 11:30, Jets kind of got a little bit back into it. Maybe a little bit of a comeback at 9:30, but no, Falcons just kind of fucking squashed the bug. And now I get a bye week, so I don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, that's honestly great.
It was nice not to worry about. I mean, I haven't done my pick-em picks yet, but it was nice not to have to worry about if I'm picking for or against them this week. Just let them go. I picked them last week. Every week. I don't think I've been right on the Jets once. I just go back and forth on our pick 'em, and I think if I went back, we're through 5 weeks, and I think I'd be over 5 on Jets games. Oh, except the first one because I had Panthers as my best bet.
Yes. I think me and you took the Jets last week.
Yeah, we both took the Jets, and of course, Shake took the Falcons.
We did. Yeah.
And the Giants, different type of bad week for the Giants.
It wasn't even like I didn't even care about the game by the second quarter. I was just like, I honestly wanted the entire team to get off the field and go home.
Like, that clip of Daniel Jones stumbling, that was like, fuck football for a second. That shit was scary. Like, then you get reminded.
You know how bad you got to get fucking rocked to fucking do that.
And he was just like walking and just like stumbled.
He lost his fucking equilibrium.
It was crazy, and that was
I feel like he didn't even get hit that hard either.
But that's the thing.
It was just such a weird hit. It hit him right on like the side of the helmet. I guess really rattled his brain. And
is he gonna play this week?
Actually, he has not been ruled out yet.
Saquon.
Oh God. Well, he's only out 2 to 4 weeks. Thank God. I thought something way worse happened to him.
this is not my take, but like that was like the most like basketball injury ever. Like you're running down the floor, like
roll over your ankle.
You never
I've
see
never seen it
you
in
never see
football.
some shit like having that in football, and then of course
Basketball, I see it all the time, but not football.
I don't know why that. I lied like this picture, but like the picture of Saquon's ankle went like mega viral, like right away. Like I feel like that's never like we never get injury pictures like that,
never see things
right? And every media outlet picked it up. It was disgusting, and we've seen some disgusting stuff. Yeah, I mean,
Not gonna lie, 2 years in a row, Dallas and the Giants have played in Cowboy Stadium or in AT&T Stadium, Jerry World. Back-to-back years, there have been some gross injuries on that field. Dak last year, remember, broke his leg there, or broke his ankle.
Forgot about
and
that.
Then Saquon's ankle ballooned up like a grapefruit. Like, I don't know what's happening on that field, but
I mean, my other takeaway from that game was that the Cowboys are just fucking really good.
yeah, I mean the Giants defense is regressed badly. They have no pass rush. That's their problem. Like they can cover, they can get turnovers via the interception. Like they get a decent amount of picks. Problem is they have no pass rush. There's no pressure on Dak. Dak sat back there all day, had whoever he wanted. There was no pressure. And once Daniel Jones had the concussion, that game was over.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Michael Lennon comes in, you see that.
I was shocked actually that the Giants were tied.
Did you know that was their backup quarterback?
Yeah, I know.
That's so funny. I feel like there's got. I think
Oh my
like,
God.
I would have rather had Geno Smith
We were so
trying
much
out.
better with Colt McCoy.
That's who it was last year.
That was our backup last year was Colt McCoy.
Where is he now? Did he just retire?
Don't know. Probably.
Hanging out with freaking.
That's who we signed as a backup is Mike Glennon.
Yeesh.
Let's get Tebow up in here to be our backup. Fuck it.
Tebow's going to New Orleans. He's gonna go hang out in Taysom Hill's old job. All right, yeah, that's it for. That's Jets Giants. We're about halfway through the show, so I just want to go over a few things from last week. My teaser hit, but it almost didn't hit.
Yes, it did.
It almost didn't hit.
Oh, sweating because I actually bet your teaser.
So it was the Monday Night Football game. We're talking about the Ravens-Colts game. I had the teaser was down to, I think it was Ravens minus half. Basically, the Ravens needed to win. And
or plus a half. Whatever.
so I'm doing the live stream with Trey for the Red Sox game, and I checked the score. It's like 22-3 or something like that. It was, and I was like, oh, like a loser. It's over. Don't have to worry about it. Like I'm just gonna watch the Red Sox game. Watch, it's a great game. I'll just watch baseball instead. I don't need to watch a blowout. I was fucking shook when I checked the score, and I was like, holy shit, this game going to overtime. Like it was crazy. Like it just out of nowhere.
Jackson put on a hell of a show.
He really did, and he threw the ball. And he
Threw
proved
for like 450 yards.
shut a lot of people up, including myself. He really did.
Probably still didn't shut Trey up though.
Nah, I mean, so to be honest, like I wouldn't consider that wouldn't have been a bad beat for us. That would have just been like I just picked the wrong side of a teaser, but we just got really lucky with them coming all the way back. And
It was a bad beat though for me in a player prop parlay though.
what happened?
Real bad. So I had Jonathan Taylor to score touchdown, Mark Hollywood to score a touchdown. I had the alternate line at over 44 and a half. Lamar Jackson to score a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor scores on the first drive, the third play of the game. Hollywood Brown scores a little bit later on. All I need is Lamar Jackson to score a touchdown. Fumbled at the 1 yard line twice.
No, twice?
Fumbled at the twice.
Shish.
So then at that point they stopped making him run the ball at the goal line.
So that was a loss.
That was a loss. All I needed was 1 yard and he fumbled twice.
Tough.
Very tough.
And the only other game I want to talk about last week was the Bills-Chiefs game, and we mentioned last week how Chick said to hammer the Bills, and I was like, I'm not going to hammer anything. I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. The three of us took the Bills, so we all had it right in the pick-em challenge, but boy, oh boy, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are bad. I don't know if they're bad.
They're not bad. The Chiefs are in trouble.
They are in trouble.
The Chiefs are in
honestly
deep shit.
They can't be good teams right now.
And to be honestly, they caught a break with everything that's going on with the Raiders because now the Raiders are going to be irrelevant. The Raiders are out. You count them out of the playoff picture.
Chargers.
And the Chargers look really fucking good. So it's going to be Josh Allen just kind of shoved he probably is going to win MVP.
He's phenomenal.
I don't know what his odds are right now, but I'm sure they're
phenomenal.
pretty fucking good. Bills are going to be.
Like, did you see him?
I'm sure the Bills are the Super Bowl favorites, or if not the second. It's got to be Bucks Bills.
I believe that
Bucks,
that's
Bills,
what
Chiefs,
it was.
yeah.
I think it was Bucks, Bills, Chiefs.
I think they're down to 6-1 or plus 600 for Week 5, which is kind of crazy. That's like something. Those are like Patriots weren't even having those odds when they're in their mid dynasty.
Yeah.
So Chiefs have a get ready game against the Washington football team. We'll see if they cover. It's a big spread. I'm not touching it. It was 7.
I'm not going
and
near it.
I went back, so I knew after their last letdown game, I had them against the Eagles. That was 3.5. Like they're gonna win by a touchdown. This is 7. So I'll stay away from
Yeah,
it.
it's like 6.5 right now.
Right.
7.
All right.
I'm not going near that one.
Into anything else you want to talk about from last week before we do a pick review?
Nah, that's about it.
No, that's about it.
Yeah.
All right, 31 minutes, not bad. All right, so Chick went 10-4-1. He's smoking us. I went 7-7-1. You went 6-8-1. That leaves us.
Chick went 10-5. Right? Yeah, no one had a bye last week, so it's impossible. They'll only have 15 games. Right? Or 16?
I have everyone having 15 games.
Everyone have 15? All right.
I don't know. Now my math is shot. Anyway, Chick's
Whatever.
36
We're
and
not good at
28.
math, guys.
I'm not a math guy.
worry.
I'm 27 and 37 on the year. Fawn's 30 and 34 on the year. Is that right? Oh no, I didn't add this week.
Yeah, that was like.
So Fawn is 36, 42 and 1.
yeah, I just can't get over 5.
I am 34, 44 and 1, and then Chick is 46, 32 and 1. Holy shit, Chick.
Time I get close to.
Dude, Chick, fucking relax, buddy. You can't come into our pool 2 weeks in and then fucking smoke us like this. Have a bad week for once, all right? He sent his picks in so early, dude. So
I don't
early.
really understand it.
He just
Makes sense to me.
he whatever he's gonna do to keep winning. I hit my teaser like I said. Then I went 1-1 of my show picks. So I mean I'm fucking red hot on my teaser. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm plus 11.5 units on the teasers.
That is true. That is you are.
I'm red hot on my teasers.
I'm gonna keep it. No,
I got 2 this week, so make sure you hang in for the end of that. So that's up 11.5 units. My show picks are up 2.4 units after a 1-1 week. So if you're betting you bet my shit from the show, you're up 13.9 units. Pretty fucking good for week 5. All right. Before we get into our picks for this week, there's 3 games that we talked about that need to be discussed. Carolina versus Minnesota. Carolina is a road underdog against the Vikings team that.
home dog.
Sorry, home dog. That's what I meant. Home dog versus the Minnesota team, which didn't they just barely beat the Lions?
Yes, they won by 1.
By 1 point. Yeah. The Lions, the Detroit Lions, the team that Dan Campbell was really crying for.
They got came back on and then miraculously went down the field in 2 plays and kicked a field goal in 30 seconds.
I know Carolina had a bad week last week. I had them.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was up with that.
I'm just hoping that
no sense.
that was Sam Darnold from the Jets that played last week.
Yes, that was not that was not Panther Sam Darnold. That was 100% Jet Sam Darnold.
And I know we don't really care too much about fantasy shit on this show, but like I would like Carolina Sam Darnold to figure it out with Carolina Robbie Anderson, because I need that nostalgia duo back in my life. Not only just a little bit for fantasy, but just more or less like for my heart, make me feel good. I miss.
Watch 2 of your guys succeed.
I'm happy for them. Like they got out of Gase World, so they got out of fucking the clown show organization. I mean, whatever. So I mean, you want to give us out on this, or you just I just don't understand why this line is this way.
It's because the Panthers are kind of showing who. I don't know if they're showing who they are. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. I don't know what they are. I thought they were good, but I mean, you don't just lose to the Eagles the way that you did.
Yeah, this isn't one of my picks at all.
Like I'm gonna.
I don't get the line. So because I don't get the line, I'll bet for the team that it seems like it's a trap for. So therefore, like I don't get why Minnesota's a favorite. So I think I just have to bet Minnesota just because like I don't understand. So I just have to I'm just wrong. My brain is wrong. So I'm just gonna say fuck my brain and just go with it. That's about right. Next game. This should be a great game. Great game. Baltimore Ravens versus not the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a big correction. Another line I don't get. What the Ravens are -3.
Wow. Do you want to
Wow.
know what the? Wow.
Give me the smart money. Give me the money. Give me the money.
You want to know what the money is? 92% of the bets are going on the Chargers.
All right. Fuck.
92%.
Fuck.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
both teams are 4-1. Ravens playing at home. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Ravens home game.
I know that the Ravens are
All
home.
the money is on the Chargers.
The Ravens barely beat the Colts. The Ravens lost to who they? Oh, they're 4-1. Who did the Ravens lose to?
That is crazy.
Beat the Chiefs. Then they lost to the Bills, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. There is way too much money on this for the Vegas fix to not be in on this game.
Right. I really wish you didn't tell me 92% because I have the Chargers a million different ways, and now I feel like I am a square. So
I can't even believe that. Nah, I was shocked. Those would be more like 60-40, 50-50. I didn't think it'd be 92-8.
is that sharp and public?
This is just public. I don't have any sharp right now. Or at least I can't see any.
Too early for sharp money to start coming in, I guess.
But big money.
Wow.
91% of all money too is on the Chargers.
And then the last game, Cleveland versus Arizona. Cleveland also 3-point favorite against Arizona, and a great Arizona football team versus
Makes no sense.
a Cleveland team that didn't really look that great last week.
No,
Baker's
makes no sense to me.
Baker's
I think this line is depending on Kyler Murray's health because last week his shoulder was kind of fucked up, and the Cardinals didn't look like they didn't put up a shit ton of points. It was just the 49ers offense was so bad that they never had a shot.
Yeah, I don't really.
But I think Kyler Murray is going to be fine. I don't understand why at all the Browns are. This to me should at the very least be a pick 'em.
If this were a pick 'em, 100%, I would agree with you. I wouldn't.
But you're going to tell me the last undefeated team in the NFL is going to be getting 3 points? I'm taking that. I'm sorry.
They're the last undefeated team.
Yeah. The last unbeaten team.
Wow. I feel like it's early in the year to have only one team unbeaten still.
A lot of teams just lost.
And it feels just balanced this year.
Very balanced. A lot of teams just lost.
Feels
right out the gate.
Good. All right. Let me give my picks for this week. I have 4 picks this week because one of them is Monday Night Football, and I don't normally do Monday Night Football, so it's Buffalo -5.5.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Nobody quite circles them like the Bills. So Bills -5.5. Bills are just a fucking great football team. I don't care. There's no letdown spots in the NFL, really. You got to get up for every single week. And
Yeah.
The Bills lost to the Steelers week 1. People forget that. So you know what? Go prove something, Bills. I think anytime the Bills are inside a touchdown, they're gonna be a top. I'm gonna have to take them. They're
gonna smoke the Titans. Derrick Henry's still gonna have a good game because Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry, but they're gonna smoke them.
Yeah, I think the Titans are frauds. Lost to the fucking Jets. All right.
Anybody that loses to the Jets are frauds.
So, and then I got Dallas -3.5. I love the Cowboys.
We were just about to talk about that.
I love
5-0 against the spread, Dallas this year.
I love that. They're 4-1. They're
4-1 overall, 5-0 against the spread.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
That's the only number I care about is against the spread.
For real, they're so good. Their offense is. They're putting up numbers. I don't know how sustainable it'll be, and if their defense, because eventually the offense can have a bad game, and you need to be able to get stops when that happens and win a game when you're not playing your best. So we'll have to figure that out when it comes, but it doesn't come this week. Chargers +3. I really wish that wasn't my pick, but I have that a million different ways at this point. So.
Hey, listen. The one time I actually listened to the money. Okay, now there's a little bit of money going back on the Ravens.
What is it?
Now 90-10. Think about it. It is only Wednesday.
That was 2 minutes for 2% of the money to shift.
It is only. That
must have been a big wager.
It is only Wednesday. So.
All right. True.
So got plenty of time.
Fuck it. Chargers +3. That's still a lot of money on one side. And then my last pick for Sunday. This window, whatever. Just give it out anyway. Bengals -3.5. Don't know why. Bengals
they're
are
playing the knee biters.
just tickling my ball sack a little bit. And like this is a game where everyone might be high on the Lions because they came back. Like Dan Campbell's crying. They have a coach that they're fighting for. Blah blah blah.
They're still not a good team. They're just,
Exactly.
They play hard, but they're just not a good team.
Joe Burrow, fucking tough as nails.
Jamar Chase, fucking phenomenal.
Filthy.
Love that kid.
Filthy. Yeah.
He's on both of my fantasy teams.
Joe Burrow
Pirates
playing
fantasy team and my other fantasy team.
Joe Burrow playing the rest of that game and then being like, yeah, I should probably go to the hospital after the game. That dude's a fucking savage. Just give me Joey B. I would have liked this number to be inside of 3. Ideally, I would have liked it at 2.5, but it is what it is. Those are my show picks. And all right, I got 2 teasers this week. One of them has Thursday Night Football in it, so in case that loses, I'm not screwed on a Sunday. So
I am putting both of these in because this kid won me some money last week.
Bucks minus 0.5, so just the Bucks to win. Packers plus 1.5, so pretty much Packers money line. Chiefs minus 1, like I said, they're not going to cover, but they're going to beat the football team. Chargers plus 9. I like the Chargers at plus 3, so of course I'd like them at plus 9. Then the Bills plus 0.5, just to close it, make it a 5th legger. Just Bills money lines. That's plus 400. One unit wins 4 units, and then so that one has obviously the Bucks in it, so that'd be for you guys tonight. That game. So if you don't get that in time, it's all good. Here I have another one for you. Packers plus 1.5. Chiefs minus 1, the over 46 in the Baltimore Chargers game. I know we don't do totals in games ever. We're just picking sides, but I've been mixing a little bit of the totals into the teasers. It's been fun. Sometimes you just need a little.
Hey, the 2-1s last week were money.
You need another leg, and then the Steelers plus 1. Steelers were probably like my sharp play of the week last week.
They actually surprised me with how well they played.
I had that.
I was more surprised with Big Ben actually throwing a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah, they were my one win in the.
Actually showed. I don't know. I think Big Ben might be.
No, come on! Don't get ahead of yourself. Fine.
I'm not saying he's back.
Come on, buddy.
I'm not saying he's back.
He's far from back.
He'll never be back. I'm just saying he might be not a complete ass.
What do you got for me?
All right. I'm going to pick this Thursday night game because I always bet the Thursday night game. Fun stat of the week: Tom Brady is 0-10 against the spread in his last 10 primetime games.
One of them pretty notably week 1 where I got called a fucking square.
How did I not like that? Well, it's okay. I didn't like that either because I took the Cowboys. I mean, I took the Bucks as well. Didn't think that was a square bet, but we talked about that. Don't need to rehash it, even though
fair enough.
It wasn't that much of a square bet. But anyway,
not a square.
This is gonna really pain me.
But like a square though.
But what you think about incredibly strong sharp money going on the Eagles?
On the Eagles?
Yeah. I'm taking the Eagles plus 7.
Really?
I'm taking the Eagles plus 7. Oh boy, this might bite me in the
They
ass.
won, right? Didn't they win last week?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Panthers last week.
Oh yeah.
Outright.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know I just said there's no letdown spots in the NFL, but like Nick Sirianni's first win, right?
No, they got 2 wins.
Who else they beat?
I'm trying to think, who else did they beat? I know they did 2. I forgot who they beat, to be honest.
Whatever.
Oh my God, do you want to hear? Okay, they're actually the exact same records against the spread. Overall, the Eagles and the Bucks are 2 and 3.
Yeah, the Bucks aren't great at
The Eagles
ATS.
are 0-2 at home against the spread, while the Bucks are 0-2 on the road against the spread. This is like, this is the most coin toss game of coin toss games. But
That stat is wrong, by the way, about the one we were just talking about with the Tom Brady primetime game, because he was Super Bowl. He covered in the Super Bowl.
I don't think the Super Bowl counts. I think they're just talking about regular season.
Fine. Fair enough.
Because if you want to talk, playoffs, that dude covers almost every game he plays in the playoffs.
No, they only covered. They were dogs in the Super Bowl.
Weren't they dogs in Green Bay? In Green Bay?
No, I thought the only team that beat them against the spread in the playoffs was the Redskins, or the football team. I think.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Anyway, Eagles +7.
Fuck. That's fine though. Actually,
Shit,
that's fine though. -1/2. You honey hole
Take
it.
it.
Honey hole it. Hit the middle. We got the. We got the. You're putting both in. You need the Bucks to win though.
Oh yeah, I'm honey holing it.
We're honey holing it.
I'm taking the.
Fair enough.
I'll take the +7 for the Eagles. Shit, I'll lose by a field goal. I'm all good.
Anything? Oh, I guess last thing we'll kind of wrap up with this. I'm a little sad. So it's been a flight to Vegas. While this show was airing, it didn't work out. I know Trey's pissed. He's got a big ass house in Vegas. There's only a few people going. But don't worry, Trey. We'll hold down the fort. We'll get some vlogs going. Yeah, it sucks though. I feel bad. They're gonna be a Vegas game. I hope they get some cool content though.
I mean, I don't really know what anyone feels bad for. They're gonna have a great fucking time. They're going to Vegas. Like,
Well, I feel bad that I wanted to go. I'll say that. I wanted to go. It would've been cool.
Am I upset that I couldn't go? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to meet Jackson, Courtney, all the fun folks. But we told Trey we'll get him to an Islanders game down here. We'll start doing some. There's a lot of people in the greater New York area at Vendetta, huh?
Yeah.
We got Bagdonis. Me and him were down at the fucking. Where were we? What was that thing? The feast I was telling you about.
Yeah,
The Feast of San Gennaro. He was there an hour after me. Emma Brown's in the city. There's people around.
Oh yeah, there's tons of people around.
Trey's only 2 hours away. Chad's only an hour and a half away or some shit like that. So we're all gonna meet up soon. But sucks that we can't be in Vegas. Trey,
It's just a weird
Jackson,
time.
Courtney, have fun.
It's just a weird time.
Yeah. Go Vegas.
But yeah, go Golden
Go
Knights.
Golden Knights. Bold predictions. Anything happens?
This week.
We're gonna get a lot of videos. In the random. I can't wait. Actually, I want to see what Jackson Law Unfiltered looks like.
Jackson Law Unfiltered. I can only imagine. Is Chick's gone, right?
Nah, Chick's not going. He's got a baby at home.
That is true.
He's got a baby at
I mean,
home.
so is Jackson, but
True.
Chick's got 2. I think.
No, I think he just has one.
I may be lying about that.
Who knows?
One chick had 2.
It's just crazy that there's just such a.
I don't know.
There's such a range of people at Vendetta. We got Jackson and Alec. Yeah,
can't
right.
Even comprehend fatherhood.
Jackson's 2 years older than me. J Law in 1995. He's got.
My cousin's a year younger than me. He's got a kid.
That is. Like a cousin, like close cousin.
No, my first cousin.
So you're an uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle Fine.
Technically, yeah.
Big Unc Trey. We got a real uncle roaming the streets around here. All right, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Empire's Finest. Wow, that was a lot of fucking E's.
Now that I think about it, it is a lot of ease to say the end of this show.
That's gonna do it. Make sure you follow the Instagram at Empire's Finest. The Finest has the 1. The Twitter, Empire's Finest. The Empire has the 1. Myself at Adam Krieger 1997. That's at @_font1. Make sure you follow at media_vendetta on Twitter.
So many handles. We'll
dude.
get them all.
Linktree.
All back there.
Oh, that's the other thing, Hunter. Call me because I have a fucking great idea and we need to talk about it. All right, that's gonna do it. Gamble responsibly. Enjoy your NFL Sundays.
Big facts.
Like the video.
Like it. Subscribe.
All right, that's gonna do it.